Can you believe Legoland California first opened outside of Europe in Carlsbad, California over 20 years ago? This is just one of the many events that occurred during March of 1999 when I was born. There are many other events that occurred during this time frame. Of course, I was born, that is one of the events, but there's some major historical events as well as silly events and just interesting events that occurred during this time frame. One event that occurred during this time frame is Joe DiMaggio was an idolized center fielder from the New York Yankees who died at 84. Another interesting fact is the first nonstop balloon trip around the world occurred. While medical benefits in marijuana occurred along with Jerry Falwell launching an attack on Teletubbies. In addition, the U.S. heated up trade battle with Europe. So let's discuss the first point. Center fielder Joe DiMaggio died at 84. On March 8th of 1999, DiMaggio took his last breath. He was a player for the New York Yankees. He is very well known for his famous 56-game hitting streak that occurred in 1941. Let's discuss the second point. Another event that occurred was the first nonstop balloon trip around the world. This happened on March 20th, 1999 in Bertrade-Piccard, Switzerland. Brian Jones landed Breitling Orbiter 3 in Marijuana. This was a 20-day voyage. Now on to point number 3. Medical benefits in marijuana were also found. On March 17th, 1999, the government confirmed that there were medical benefits found in marijuana. They said that the ingredients in marijuana, such as the THC, help treat pain and other symptoms related to AIDS. March of 1999 is when marijuana was first found for medical uses. Now, in today's society, medical marijuana is frequently used for many diseases, such as cancer, and it benefits those people as well. But in March of 1999, this was just one of its first foundings that they provided medical uses. So that was something super cool that was discovered when I was born in March of 1999. Now I'd like to move on to my last point. Another event occurred, and it was when Jerry Falwell, who at the time was a TV preacher. Jerry Falwell Jr. is now the president at Liberty University. That's actually the university that I attend right now. He was a TV preacher, though, on television at the time, and he actually launched an attack on Teletubbies. He said that the purple Teletubby, also known as Tinky Winky, was being represented as a gay pride symbol. So Tinky Winky, if you didn't know, in the Teletubbies would carry around like a red purse. They said it was his magic bag, though, and not a purse. The purple Teletubby was known as one of the famous icons for gays around the world. But considering this Teletubbies was a show mostly geared towards preschoolers, Falwell didn't think this was right. So there was many debates about this talked in March of 1999. They were on The Tonight Show, and they were on also multiple other shows, and people also said, well, you could say Bugs Bunny is gay too because he dressed up as this. And there was just multiple debates that sparked debates all over TV shows. Falwell just believed it was too soon to expose this type of deal to innocent kids. He was just like, oh, preschoolers don't need to know about gays yet. And he just attacked Teletubby pretty much publicly for their thing, and everyone thought it was a silly case, and no one really said much. In today's society, though, that would have been more common and acceptable for gay TV shows. Nowadays, there are gay TV shows, like gay couples, and all of TV shows nowadays, and it's common, acceptable, no one really lashes out or says anything. So this was just a silly case that I found. Yet, overall, these were just a few of the silly, historical, and interesting events that occurred in March of 1999. these are some events that, when I think of my birth month of March 1999, I remember some of these events, especially the Teletubby one, because I go to the school and I just thought it was really interesting. And looking at how these events impacted the future, I look at how, like, medical marijuana has benefited many people nowadays. My papa used medical marijuana when he was going through cancer treatments. And I just look at the first nonstop balloon ride. Now there's like hot air balloon rides offered all across the world in like every country. And you can go up, fly around in a balloon, and it's just super cool and interesting. And then now I look at Legoland, and it's in Chicago. They have some in Universal Studios, and it's just super cool to see that March 1999 sort of sparked these events, and now these events are moving all across the country. So these are just some of the events that have made a change on the world that we live in today. And that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you for listening.